All right, Bill's back here. I'm going to show you what I do to outfit my truck to pull RVs.
The truck I choose to use is a 2017 Ford F350. I got this at the dealership last September, I believe is when I put it into service. I had to replace it because the old 2002 Ford F350 kind of gave up on me, so this is a replacement truck. The deal was there, and the truck was a nice deal. It was a good truck. On this side over here, basically just have some set, like this is my, if I get pulled over for a random drug test, I gotta email the results in with that real quick. This is a ELD cord that plugs into the truck. So I was on ELD for a little while, but then I got off of it. If I ever go to pull trailers that require an ELDA, at least I have the cable. You have to buy this. It's about $100. Instructions. Just personal papers over here. I suppose I could put a few more things in here, but I probably will as needed. Maybe some jumper cables. I don't have jumper cables. I will get those. Let's go to the other side. Over here on this side, let's see what we got here. All right, where do we start? Well, first of all, DOT required stuff. I have triangles in here. I got a fire extinguisher over here. I know that this fire extinguisher should be mounted in a more accessible place, but I've not been questioned so far about it. Excuse me. Just a couple, things that you might need. Electrical tape, Gorilla duct tape, just in case you have to do something with that. Here's some tub of towels, heavy duty cleaning wipes. Always need those. This came with the truck.
What
I'm
it
not
is,
really sure.
but it was here when I bought it. It's some sort of a interface plug or something. I'm not really sure. If a tailgate delete kit.
No, I don't know what that is, but all right. So, I bet you $5 that if you do take the tailgate off and go with one of those RV style tailgates,
The tailgate has cameras in it. You probably plug this into the harness to make the plug dead. So maybe that's what it is. Tailgate delete kit. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
a couple pair of gloves, work gloves, sort of, winter gloves. Here I got 4 ratchets. No, they're not ratchet straps. I just got 4 cinch straps. I have ratchet straps in the back. They're more heavy duty. Sometimes you just need to get one of these little zip straps. So I have 4 of those here. Paper towels. I just seem to collect them. I don't know. Here I got a little S-hook. Because, a lot of this stuff is you never know what might happen, when you might need a little stupid something. Here's some rags and a bag. Maybe you have to change the tire, maybe you get ganky, you put your dirty clothes in something. Paper towels. There's a reusable shopping bag down there. Don't know where that came from. I'll get to this here in a second. This is just for tire chains.
It's required that I at least have tire chains on the truck somewhere when I'm driving through certain states at certain times of the year. So that's just a bungee cord to cinch up the tire chains. Never used it, probably never will.
Jack, stuff like that. You get the idea. Okay, this here, took the truck to the dealership, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and they flashed a code.
And apparently it was a knock sensor. So I ordered a knock sensor online and got it here. It's $200. Ford wanted almost $300 for it. But anyway, I bought it, and since I bought it, when I ordered it, all of a sudden the light went away. So I probably could return it, get my $200 back, but if the knock sensor acts up while I'm out on the road, at least I got the part that I can throw in real quick and get me going. So that's what there's going on in the back seat here. Let's see what's going on in the bed. All right, here's some basic things that I carry with me when I pull RVs. Oh, let's see here. All right, let's get up underneath this stuff here. Let's start from scratch. All right, underneath, let me put this over here. All right, just basically what's going on here is I got a ratchet set over here. This is 3/8 drive, metric and standard, 1/4 inch. I have a selection of wrenches here. I found that in a parking lot, and I figured, you know what, I want to keep that. I might have to use it someday. Here's just some 1/2 inch drive sockets. I don't really use a lot of 1/2 inch drive stuff anyway, so other than a torque wrench and maybe something else. So a little bit of 1/2 inch stuff. I got a torque wrench over there, inexpensive one. 1/2 inch breaker bar, 3/8 breaker bar, nothing too fancy here. Always have a pair of gloves. Crescent wrenches, a couple different sizes, wire strippers, pliers, just big ones, little ones, wire crimpers, tape measure, just things like that. Things that you might need in an emergency situation, or to pull off and help somebody else. Box cutter. Let's see where we going here. Always have plenty of rags. I bought this and I never used it, but I just throw it in the truck anyway. Couple pipe wrenches come along. That's always handy in emergency situations. I got a little funnel in case I want to add a little bit of additives to the fuel tank. Floor jack, not like this floor jack. I have the one in the truck, but this one's really great for trailers. Had to use it a couple times with flat tires. Log chain, a 2 5/16 receiver. Don't really use that a lot, but hey, got it. Always, again, always have some shop rags. Here I got my 5th wheel pin lock. You know, a couple of extra pins. Underneath here I got a couple of extra hooks for the chain if I need to. Just a couple of files, assortment of files, maybe some picks, stuff like that. A couple of large zip ties. I keep my torsion bars inside here, you know, prying eyes. So out of sight, out of mind. Pry bar over here, and that's about it. Now you would think that this doesn't really, you know, might slide around a lot when you're driving, but actually, being on the towel that I put down and covering up with this old moving blanket that I got when I used to drive for a trucking company, if I put that on top, it really holds the stuff in pretty good. I thought that there's a couple times where I made a turn, I'd have to, you know, reorganize everything, but actually no, it stayed pretty tight. This is always something that I'm getting into, you know, just multiple different bits, 1/4 inch driver, stuff like that. So always keep that handy, and I don't really pack this away too much. The stuff that I pack away up underneath here are items that I rarely get into. Put the blanket down. I always put the stuff that I normally get into quite frequently up top here. A couple of 5th wheel plates. I always keep my transporter plate back here so I know exactly where it's at. This is just for safety, you know what that is. And a couple of padlocks that are keyed the same, so if I lose one, at least I have one left over with the same key. This side over here, I really like this fuel tank because it separates a lot of stuff, but there's a fuel tank underneath. It's 91 gallon. The fuel filler is inside the lid, so again, keep prying mines out. But I like this one because it's separated, you know, from the dry storage area to this over here. Now, if you spill fuel down in here, it's not welded solid. It will seep out if you have that much of a spillage. On this side, I just keep some tools that I get into quite a bit. You know, some small wire cutters, flashlight, weight distribution tool, you know, a wrench, because this is where I'm, you know, I open up the lid, I'm unhooking or hooking up my wrench, my pliers. My tools are here. I got some clips and stuff like that over here. So things I use quite a bit. Never used this, never had to, but I had it and I threw it in here. Just a small bag of assorted nuts and bolts because, you know, you might need that sometime. Brake clean, never been into it. That's about it on this. Now I wanted to show you, where is it at here? Yes, here it is. I also have a container like this. Obviously you see what it's for. I keep the small stuff in here. I'll just show you what I got going on real quick. You know, things that I don't want rattling around, but things you might need someday. Let's start with, I don't know, some bits, you know, a big fuse, wire harness, a 4-pin plug. I bought that and I never used it, but I keep this in the package because it's got some shrink tube in there, some quick connects. You know, it's got the plug and it's got plenty of wire. So even if I needed the wire off of this, you know, got it. Here's another 4-pin, I think. Yeah, this is the opposite. So if I had to, can hook up a trailer. This, sometimes I use this to go from the hot side or the negative side, because sometimes the RVs that you pull, the cables aren't long enough to reach your battery. So I always keep a small section of that in conjunction with a bolt from the bag. I can extend the cable out and reach the battery. What's this here? Just plastic clips. I think I bought those for a license plate that fell off of on the truck. And here's, I don't know where I got this, but it's just got a bunch of the crimp connectors on it. Okay, I got 2 of these. I think what I'm going to do, they do the same thing, but this one here has lights on it, so I think I'll keep that one on board and put this one in the shop. again, just a bunch of quick connects, spade ends, hook ends, stuff like that. So I'll keep that around. More spare wire. Now these are some wires that I've made a long time ago for a different purpose. Alligator clips, green and red, so it's always good for a jumper or, you know, testing something. Yeah. This, well, we all know what that is. Just an extension. You know what? I don't know. I'm going to keep it in there. It looks like it might come in handy in case of an emergency. So that's pretty much it inside this, what I call the small. So that goes right back here. Everything else goes back where it was. And that's pretty much it in the tool bay of the fuel cell. Okay, what I got going on back here, let's just go right to the obvious thing here. I got this B&W brand fifth wheel. I like the B&W brand fifth wheels because I like the way the clasp come around the pin. You know, it's a full circumference, and I really like that. You know, it's really solid unit. A little bit on the expensive side, but it's pretty solid. All right, let's go over here real quick. This is between the bed rail and the right side, or the left side. I got this tote from a friend of mine, and basically I just keep a selection of ratchet straps in here, a pair of cords, stuff like that, because you know you need that every now and then. It's keeps it dry all in one place. So always have a couple blocks, you know, a few blocks here and there. I do also have some wheel chocks that I use, one on each side. I'd like to try to keep things symmetrical when I pack stuff. Here I just have my battery. It's just a car battery that I use for the electric brakes for the trailer, for the breakaway box. This is just an old milk crate that apparently you're not supposed to have. But I just keep all the other hitch stuff in here. Weight distribution stuff, hangers, clamps, stuff like that. A couple tire chains. These are just like throwaway tire chains. A friend of mine gave them to me just so I can have them in the truck, because when you're in Oregon or some of the other states, you have to have these tire chains. You don't have to use them, you just have to have them. All right, back sleeping arrangements. All I have here is a blanket that I bought in one of the truck stops. I think it was a Sapp Brothers in York, Nebraska, I believe. I'm not really sure. I sleep back here. It's really more comfortable than you think. If it gets a little bit chilly, I have electric heat seats in the back, so that makes it nice. Just a couple quilts, you know, to cover up with or lay down on. I have a couple of brown towels, that would be bath towels. I use those to pinch up into the rear windows for some privacy. Just a pillow. I always carry 4 flannel shirts. Okay, I'm a little bit cheap. I don't buy the window block out stuff. I'll take these flannel shirts and drape them up over the front windshield and the front doors for the privacy part of it. I do put a beach towel or a big bath towel down on the floor in the back. Keeps the grime from, you know, on the carpet and everything. If I can't get in here with muddy boots or wet boots or whatever, it keeps everything kind of clean. I do have my cooler back here, you know, obviously snacks, drinks, whatever. I keep my tire chains in the back also. But if you return the tire chains to Les Schwab unopened, they'll refund your money. So that's why I keep the tire chains inside the back of the truck. Keeps the bag nice and clean, and you know, it's out of the way.
Okay, I do want to address this fuel tank right here. I was in the market for a fuel tank, but they're pretty expensive. I think this particular one, it's an RDS brand. This particular one is a 91-gallon fuel cell capacity on the bottom. Then you saw the tray on top. They're about, I don't know, $950 to $1,050, something like that. That was a little bit more than I wanted to spend, so I always keep looking at Marketplace for whatever location I'm in. You know, you might get some good deals. This one was in, I think, the Elkhart, Indiana area, but I think I got this one, is about a year old, and I think I paid around $475, $5 1/4, somewhere in there. So depending on where you're at, you might want to check out some local marketplaces, and you might find something that you've been looking for. Well, outside of some personal items that you might want to carry on your own, that's pretty much how I pack the truck up when I pull RVs. You know, your list might be a little bit different. If you think you can add something to it, I mean, if you can tell me, make a comment down below, tell me what you would put in your truck when you pull RVs or trailers or whatever. This is what I carry. It's worked so far. Of course, again, I just got the truck probably, I think it, like I said, I think it was last September when I put it into service. So I've not had a lot of maintenance issues. I'm probably carrying more tools than I need, but I got them. It's just, you know, these are the things that, a lot of these things I have in that toolbox is what I used and what I carried with me when I had the older 2002 F350. So I might be getting rid of some of that stuff, you know, just to get it out of the toolbox. I don't need it. So if you have any ideas or thoughts on this video, please give me a comment down below.
Thanks for watching my video, and as usual, if there's anything you found in this video useful, or if you changed anything, please like and subscribe and make a comment down below. And until next time, be safe, and I'll talk to you later.